welcome to another edition of Let's Talk. Um, in this one, I want to talk about an issue that a lot of single men have because there's a lot of single men that would like to have a woman, but their issues are that they just can't find them. Whether it be just can't find the type of woman they're looking for, or the one you hear a lot is all of them are already taken already. So with this, I had to leave a full length video because the shorts, sometimes with the shorts, is like you're trying to rush through what you're saying, but you can't always give what you're saying context for it to really support your theory within that 60 seconds. So this is what I'm gonna give you in a full length video so you can get what you get from it. Here's the thing. When you're single and you're looking, you know, you're looking. But one of the, and I'm gonna say it, it's not gonna be politically correct, but I'm gonna say it. One of the main issues a lot of times a single guy that's struggling to find somebody will suffer from is, wait for it, they disqualify the women that are in relationships. And they just look at them like, well, there go another one with somebody. I can't get her. But here's the thing. Sometimes you just gotta take that female from that dude. I'm just keeping it as official as I can officially keep it. Now, there's going to be some dudes listening saying like, "Yo, dude, you trying to get me shot? You trying to get me in the middle of a love triangle?" Listen close to what I'm saying. That's why I said I had to do the type of video I'm doing, so I don't got to rush through it, so I can give it the context that it needs. Look, man, I'm not telling you if a female is with her man, you just bogart and get all disrespectful in front of them. No, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is this. When you're dealing with relationships, and right now we're just talking about women, because I can easily say a woman in a comment saying, well, men do that too. But this is for the men, so I got to, do it from that perspective. When you look at women, right? When they're in relationships, a lot of times it's about who can fill that void. And if they like you, a lot of times that's just a bonus. Got to give it context. When that woman is ready for a relationship, every now and then you'll just find a woman that they may call picky. I don't necessarily call it picky. They just want to be with somebody that they like. So if they can't necessarily find somebody that they like, they'll be single. But for the most part, a woman is going to get her a boyfriend. They're going to get them a husband. Don't matter if they like them or not. I know that sounds crazy, but we get into it. We get into it in this. That's why I couldn't do it short. When a woman wants a boyfriend, it could be 8 dudes in a room. They all attracted to her. But the question is, out of those 8 dudes, how many of them are going to actually commit to her to be in a relationship, hold hands, go to the movies and all that? That's the difference. So a lot of times the dude that gets her is not always the one she necessarily liked, but he is the one that fitted the requirement to be with her. Meanwhile, one of the other dudes, she's looking at him like, that's the one I really like. But he just might want to just have some fun. Maybe he's not interested at all, but we just want to leave it at he want to have some fun. But if that dude ever upgraded from wanting to have fun to wanting to be with her like that, oh, you better believe that other dude is done. And this is why I get back to what I'm saying is sometimes you just got to take that female from that dude, because there's a lot of females with dudes and they not happy. They're just with them to pass the time. Okay, here it is. Men, I'm not saying all men are cool with being single, but men, for the most part, are a little more wired to be by themselves than women are. It just is what it is. A man can go out by himself, go to the movies by himself, go on a cruise by himself. With women, it's more of a conscious thing. Like, They don't like to walk in to places by themselves. They don't like to be at the Christmas party by themselves, at somebody's wedding by themselves. They're very relationship oriented. So they'll be with that man, even if they're not necessarily crazy about him, because they need to feel like that somebody wants them like that. And a lot of times when they see that guy that they really like, they'll be thinking like, if that dude pulls the trigger, I might be done with that dude. Dynamics are always different. You know what I mean? Sometimes a woman is just in too deep. She already got kids from that dude. But a lot of times it ain't that. A lot of times these females may have just, a lot of these females that have boyfriends, they just hooked up with this dude 4 months ago. The file is still fresh, as they say. But you just looking at it from the outside, like she got a man, delete file, throw in the trash. Nah, keep the file. Because you might be able to write a new file on that. Now, I'm going to get back to what I'm saying about, because I know a person might be thinking like, you know, how do I even go about that? But look, man, when you're somewhere, let's just say you at a sports bar, and you might see a young lady in there, she come out in there all the time with her man, right? And she might say something to you like, oh, it's a good game or whatever. You kind of, sometimes you can peep game. Sometimes they're just saying something to you as an excuse to talk to you. Look at the way she's interacting with that dude. If they're not really up on each other, she might not be that crazy about him. It could be, like I said, one of those situations where he fills that void, but that's not really what she wants. So at a time like that, if there's room for her to, you know, just mention something about the game, you can easily say something to her. You know, sometimes it's just as simple as saying, you know, you introduce yourself, you know, and then you say something about the man. I see you got your nice little boyfriend, you in love or whatever. You're just throwing that out there. Because the thing is, when you plant the seed, that's just what you're doing. You're planting the seed. Because now you're trying to get to the bottom of something. Because like I said before, a lot of times women are going to be women. Even though we're in this era of the modern women and women acting like men, that's cool. But for the most part, women are still women. And they may feel a certain way, but they're not going to act on it. Because they want to be a woman at the end of the day. You know, and that's something you got to always keep in mind. You know, you can't sleep when you go out into this world. And you can't think just because you see a woman with a man that means, oh, she can't be taken from him. It sounds very gorilla-like and of physical force, but it's just the raw truth of it. It's the raw truth of it, bruh. Now, I'm not saying that you should take your best friend's girl or something like that. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying to recognize situations in front of you. Don't always get discouraged because that woman is with that man. And another thing where single dudes mess up to keep them single is sometimes you just show too much respect to other men. Don't call everybody is not your friend. Let's get that out the way. Everybody is not your friend. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave comments, donate if possible. If not, donate. You donated your time by watching. I'm cool with that. Every man is not your friend. If you got a guy, let's just say he yearly does your taxes, you chop it up with him. When you see him, you're cool and you talk about whatever, life. If his woman likes you, and now if you're in his house and he's doing your taxes, you might not talk to her. You know, you're not going to disrespect him per se and try to shoot your shot at the house. But if you see his woman in the street and she's checking you out, maybe she ain't happy with him. And he's not your friend, man. He does your taxes. He's not your friend. And stop building up a good guy like you're trying to win a good guy lifetime achievement award. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, and you took your woman over there when you were doing your taxes, and she was checking him out, trust me, He be trying to talk to her. She wouldn't even have to check him out. He still shoot his shot. So what I'm saying is, a lot of times, opportunity is right under your nose. It's right under your nose, bro. Because a lot of these women out here is not happy. And some of them is not to the point yet. Sometimes you're in too deep. So you're in too deep because you got all these things going on with the kids, so you can't just get up and leave. But some women are still fresh in the relationship. Ain't none of that came into play yet. So they're looking around like, shit, I'm with him, but now I don't really care for him that much. Because you know when a woman's into her man, they all over him. They wherever he goes, she go. Hip to hip. It's like a trophy. She's proud of him. But it's a little distance there a lot of times. She's just somebody she's with for the moment, filling the void because she don't want to be by herself. But you can't always be gentlemen, because that is a classic example of when they say nice guys finish last. There's nothing wrong with being a nice guy. If your core of you is a nice person, there's no shame in that. But you gotta know where to draw the line. Because being too nice goes right back to what they say, nice guys finish last. You know what I'm saying? You go in your local gym and you see a dude in there and you occasionally talk to him, but y'all ain't friends like that. If his girls try to talk to you and she come out the gym, why are you feeling guilty? You and him ain't friends. You don't call him if your mother's sick. You don't call him if one of your brothers just had a baby. Y'all don't have that type of friendship. So what are you building up guilt for over talking to his chick if she's checking you out? And when you kind of gloss over those opportunities, that's how you go from being single to staying single. So listen to what I'm saying. That's why I had to give it the full context. I couldn't do it in 1 minute. Sometimes you just gotta go old school and take that female from that dude. Bottom line. Because a lot of them is not happy and a lot of them is just with them dudes to pass time because they don't want to be by themselves. And they waiting on the right dude. If he say the right thing, if he give her the word, she's out. It's just that simple. I can't tell you how many times I've been with females. They like me, but I wasn't necessarily serious like that. But if I was serious and I wanted them, I could have took them from that dude. It was just about the word. So listen to what I'm saying. I would not steer you wrong. Being too nice will leave your ass in last place for life. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave comments, donate, and as always, peace, love, and whatever else you think of love.